Hello, I am Denis Zubov, one of the FastReport VCL and FastReport FMX developer. Today we have a quick spotlight video sessions and I want to make a quick review of our tools for report generation. And this session will be mostly focused on what FastReport is and on its basic abilities. But even if you experienced user of FastReport, maybe you can find something new in this session too. So what exactly FastReport is? Well, we have a name here which speaks for itself. FastReport is a report generator tool. We are speaking about components for Delphi and C++ builder here. FastReports use a band-oriented ideology. This means that in the report we have bands with all the data, and these bands can repeat. Band can be bound to dataset and replicates data rows from a dataset. But let's have a look more closely at the report components in IDE, and we can actually use them. We need to place a TFRX report component. And to connect our dataset, we need a TFRX DB dataset component. We need to bind our TFRX DB dataset component to our data table. As you can see, I already created a connection to database and few data tables. So we just connect to one of these tables. One of the important thing about TFRX DB datasets that it allows us to set a username, and field aliases uses Unicode by default, so we can set any name on any language to be visible in a report designer instead of real dataset name. This can be really important when you give users to edit or create reports. Now we can run report designer from IDE by double-clicking on the TFRX report component. And here we see our report designer. There are a lot of ways to create a report from FastReport designer, like using a report wizard, put a band and create text fields and link it to datasets. Usually users use the long way to do it. They put a data band, connect it to data, put some text field and link it to data field. But in the last version of FastReport, there is a more simple way to do that. First, we need to connect our dataset with the report designer and the report we just selected from data. Now we have our dataset with username and custom field aliases. So the simple way to create a simple list report is holding a Ctrl key on keyboard. We just select fields we need to add and just drag and drop it. Of course, with selected dataset, we just put it on the report page. That's basically all we need to do to connect our data band to data and data field. So FastReport for simple reports, FastReport do all the work automatically, so we actually don't need to do anything. Expect some tuning of the report fields. We have seen how to build our report really quickly. Now I will show you some of the features of FastReport when we know how to work with the report designer. This is a main demonstration FastReport demo. There are a lot of reports here, and unfortunately I'm limited by time and can't show all of them, but I will do a quick review of the most important features. As I said, FastReport it's a band-oriented report generator. It has different types of bands to build a report for different situations. We can build a master detail reports by using detail and sub-detail bands, multi-columns reports to print our bands on several columns, like labels. Bands and data can be split by report engine. Report engine automatically splits the text and move it to the second page. By using special type of bands, we can group our data. We can use our group header bands to make group reports. Also, we can use groups in interactive reports for drill down reports. This allows our users to show the data they want and hide data they don't want to see. Sub-reports allow us to build nested reports. It's like a report page inside, for example, like in this report in master data band. This can be useful when you want to split report logic to several pages, or for example you want to print some data side by side. That's where sub-reports actually can be used. Cross-tab objects allow us to build cross tables of different types. We can set many properties of the cross table, like styles. We can easily build a table, select aggregating functions we want to see, and so on. Also, cross tables allow us to insert another objects inside cross tab cells, so we can actually print our cross type with nested objects. We can join the cells. As you see, cross-tab components allow us to build very different types of cross tables in FastReport. There's a lot of add-on components in FastReport, like rich text. You can use RTF file inside the report. We have many types of barcodes, like linear barcodes or 2D barcodes, like PDF, data matrix, QR code. Also, we can use chart components inside FastReport. It supports standard T-chart components and, of course, standard and pro T-chart components as well. One of the most interesting features of FastReport, of course, is interactive reports. This kind of reports allow us to call report from another report by clicking on some object, by interacting on some object. In this report, we can click on chart component and build a report. By passing some parameters, we can see the hyperlink property we link to another report. We pass a filter variable to second report, and on click event we pass we set a parameter to these variables which returned by T-chart components. Let's have a look how it works. As you can see, we have a T-chart component in the report. We can integrate which T-chart component, and we can actually click on the part of the series and build another report which stored in second file, linked by hyperlink property. So this gives us many abilities to build your reports, to give user to interact with your reports. We are already seen drill down, which can be created from group reports. Also, we can build detailed reports, not only by linking to new report file, but also we can link to pages in the same reports. This report build second page when we click on the component on first page. As we can see, it linked to the page 2 to select company variable and pass it expression from data field. And we can click on the object and build the second page of report. As you can see, we also have interactive highlights here. We make these highlights by using script code. FastReport has interactive events which allow you to determine when mouse enter or leave the object or click on the object, and we can code some responding to these events like highlighting or some passing parameters, like in chart example. Preview of FastReport component has thumbnails and answers, so you can easily navigate in the report. Another interesting features in FastReport that it's allow you to integrate form inside your report file, where you can ask for some parameters, like in this report. As I said, this form stores inside the report file, so you don't need to rebuild your application when you do some changes in the form. You just change it inside the report, save it, and pass to your customer. So it can save a lot of time when you need to create a new form with parameters for user requests. We can use, as I said, we can use form for choosing some records or do some filtration inside the report, like in this example. We can use a script code to build a report. For example, in this report we can create totals inside group header, but actually you can use a script inside the report for more complicated things, because it wraps a lot of VCL or FMX classes, and you can actually use it inside the report. Internal datasets allow you to connect to any database just from inside of your report without using application connections. So it allows us to build new connections to new databases, new tables or queries without doing some changes in application, without recompiling applications. You just run FastReport Designer, adds a database component and connect it to actual database. FastReport also has functionality to print reports for native .matrix printers using .matrix format, which still can be useful for some of the customers. Another interesting feature of FastReport, of course, it's report inheritance. This feature allows us to inherit our report from another one. The inheritance can be nested with several levels, so we can do some changes in basic report and it reflects in all child reports. Also, we can use a script. It's also inheritable. You can build a script in a basic report and call it in child reports, or you can overwrite it in child reports. We can also inherit items like styles It's fully inheritable in FastReport. This gives us ability to create more recreatable reports. We can build and change a lot of reports easily when inherit from the base report. FastReport Designer created to give you ability to create your reports more quickly. As I already showed you, we can select data like this way and put it in report. It's automatically create bands for all the data, but that's not all. Just imagine when you have a lot of objects and you want to put some objects on another band. For example, I want to move a report title, or you want to edit a lot of components of the same type, like you want to change color property. Of course, you can select all the object by holding Shift key and select each of the object, but in the big reports it's can be hard because you can have a lot of objects of different types. So FastReport Designer allow you to select same type of the object, the parent, or you can even select all the objects of the same type in the whole report and set properties for every object at the same time. You can move object not only inside the report workspace, but also you can use a report tree for that. You can just hold in Control key and select objects, move to band you need. That's a really easy and faster way to exchange your bands with objects, with move objects, with select objects and manipulate them. Now we can take a look a bit at FastReport preview and see what kind of features it can give us to preview report. In preview we can actually edit our prepared report. We can change page settings, see thumbnails. So we have a lot of export filters in FastReports. It allows us to save to different popular formats like PDF, HTML, RTF, XLS, Excel, Word, RTF, CSV, and so on. So from one document created in FastReport you can build many documents in different formats, and using, for example, mail export, you can send these formats to customers. You can do it from code or from report preview. As you know, FastReport integrated in RAD Studio IDE, so you can use most of the features I have showed you here. Of course, there is some differences between versions which comes with IDE and other editions. Here you can see different editions of FastReports and what differences between these editions. Also, you can see the same table on our website. So that was a really quick and brief review of FastReport features. Thank you for watching this presentation. I want to thank our technical partner Embarcadero. Now we have a few minutes of questions part, so don't hesitate to ask your question.
Okay, Denis, there were several questions. Thank you for handling some of them along the way, and then we'll get to the other ones as well. Michael asked, is it possible to link a report with an external PDF file?
At this moment, the only way to do that is link from OE object, but Adobe has not very good ActiveX for OE containers, so it may scale not right inside the report, so it will looks not very good. So I don't recommend to do that.
Okay, and Joseph is asking, and I'll generalize this. He was asking specifically about R&R Report Writer, but maybe you can talk a little about how FastReports might allow developers to convert reports from different report writing tools to use FastReport?
Yeah, we have several conversion models. You just all you need to do is just include this module in your user section of your application. After that, you can load it like a native FastReport format inside the report designer or for report component and save it to FastReport format. Of course, there are some things that you can't migrate because a lot of differences between different reporting tools. It's like script, so something is very based on report architecture, but you can import a visual part of the report with these tools.
Excellent. And sorry, I know you only had a certain amount of time because we just wanted to spotlight quickly and the things you can do with fast reports. But Alfonso's asking, and I think you showed the page about how to integrate with database and do reports with a database, maybe with internal data sets. And I know there's lots of different examples. The whole demo example lets you show all sorts of things, right?
Yeah.
So Alfonso, there's no limit to, it fully works with the database access components that we have in Delphi and C++ Builder and RAD Studio. So if there's something more specific that you want to ask Dan, just let me know. Richard is saying, I have FR5, and I'm very happy with what I can do with it, coming from a Crystal Reports, as well as generating a lot of MS Access reports. This application provides a lot of flexibility for myself and my clients. So thank you, Richard, for that. Always great to hear from people using the products. Let's see. For fast reports, can you sort ascending and descending when you have a data set? And you can do that.
Well, you can sort original data set and pass it to FastReport. FRXDB dataset is just a wrapper between FastReport and standard Delphi's data components.
Yep. So, for example, he could use a SQL order by to do ascending and descending.
Yeah, you can use a sensor of T dataset class. So it's all the data components provides with Delphi.
Yep. Okay. Is there a converter from Crystal to FastReport?
Yes, we have a separate converter tool. You can download it from our site. It's not modules like described it, because Crystal Report is something more different and difficult to export. But you can export a visual part of Crystal Reports by using this tool. So it's available on our site in download section of FastReport 5 components.
Okay. Is there a runtime designer available? I guess Michael's wondering maybe if he could build apps to let his users do some report designing.
Yeah, from standard version, you can build built-in report designer in your application. And if you don't use it in ERP or CRM systems, it's royalty free.
Let's see. Oh, Detlef. Hey, Detlef. He just is mentioning that in the last version of Blaise Pascal magazine, there's an article about FastReport's conversion.
Yeah, I already told this in the comment of one of the questions. So, okay. Yeah, the last version of Blaise Pascal magazine, we have an article about conversion. You can check it. It has an examples of conversions.
And for all of you, that is edition 3738. Okay. Excellent. Okay, thanks for the presentation. I know it was short, but the spotlight's meant to be like a skill sprint. Short, show a little bit, answer some questions. There's much more demo and demonstration and information on the FastReport website. So,
yeah, we have different types of products, but in this presentation I focused only on FastReport VCL.
Yep.
FastReport FMX is almost the same, but 5 version has a lot of more features than FastReport FMX. But we planning to release new version of FastReport FMX soon and move most of the features from 5 version to FastReport FMX.
Eliseo was asking, I like FastReport. Is it possible to debug source code from the IDE for the code you write that connects to FastReport?
Yes, if you have a version with a source code, you can debug it. It's not a problem.
Excellent. The question here, I have outputs from other module in text format. How can I transform it to FastReports, or do I need them in a database?
I didn't show it in this presentation, but we have like TFRX-DB dataset. We have a TFRX user dataset component. It wraps some events. You can actually code these events and pass anything you want. We have a few examples how you can pass test string list to FastReport using TFRX user datasets, and so on. It's very simple to use.
Yeah, that's under FastReport download, and then choose the VCL, FastReport VCL, and then that'll expand to have a link for demo version and documentation. So if you choose demo version.
Yeah. And I want to add that it's converters from Crystal Report and Microsoft Reporting Services. But if you want another converters, it's built in this FastReport. So if you have a Embarcadero edition or another editions, you can just use it from inside. So it's just modules you can include to your applications.
Yep. So whether that's quick reports or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, Den, thank you so much, and please pass along our thanks for all the great support FastReport is doing for our customers to the FastReport development team.
Yep.
And thank you, David.
Yeah.
Yeah, FastReport is one of those secret weapons that Delphi developers get to take advantage of, and